At the Helm is brought to you by Boat US. Better boating starts here.
You know the story. You're at the helm and you ask someone on the dock to throw you the line, and they throw it to you with nothing tied to the dock. True story. Whether it's tossing a line to someone or lassoing a piling to tie up, anyone who boats will need to learn how to handle dock lines at some point. Today on At the Helm with Boat US, some helpful tips on line handling.
This is important stuff, starting with coiling a line, because let's face it, if you're pulling into a dock and you need to get a line quick and you reach into your locker and you pull out this, it's not going to do you much good. The important thing to bear in mind is you're not just making loops, right? You want to actually roll your hand as you bring the line from one hand to the other. This lays the twist into the coil so it sits nicely and neatly. Once you've got that nice neat coil in your hand, you can finish it off by wrapping around the top, taking the end, going down through the loop you just made, give a little tug down on that loop, and then pulling it tight. Now you have an end you can wrap around a rail, or you can just put this in a rope locker and it's ready to go whenever you need it. You just grab it, pull that right through, there's your coil. Now let's say it's a windy day. You're trying to pull up alongside the fuel dock. You need to throw a line in because the wind's holding you off. Well, what you don't want to do is take your line out of the rope locker and then try and throw the end. It won't go very far. What works much better is coiling the rope in your hand and then throwing the entire coil. Now you can tell this is a pretty wimpy line, and I'm not making real far throws. When you need to throw a heavy line or you need to throw farther, first, again, coil the line, make it nice and neat. Take the end of the line, leave it on the ground and stand on it so you don't accidentally lose your line, and then split the coil between your two hands. There we go. Your left hand can go palm up, facing the direction you're going to throw, so line can simply spill right off of it. Again, we're going to do the same kind of throw. Underhand, I'll release right at about waist height, and away we go. Now let's take a look at something that's a little more challenging, throwing a loop around a piling. First off, don't try and throw this around a piling. You could do that all day long and never make it happen. Instead, take your main line and pass it through the existing loop, then make a really big loop with it, and throw the entire loop, not just the line. Of course, I'm standing on the end right now. If you're on your boat, you want to make sure it's cleated off. Send that whole loop around the piling, pull it tight, and you're ready to rock and roll.
Those are awesome line handling tips, Lenny. Once again, you've made boating better. For more better boating tips, go to boatus.com, because better boating starts with Boat US.
Boat US has been looking after the interests of recreational boaters for over 55 years. Our goal? To make boating better, safer, and worry-free. From coast to coast and over 600 towboats strong, the Towboat US fleet is the nation's largest. So when you need help on the water, you're not alone. For a day of worry-free boating, take us with you by downloading the Boat US app to get a tow or check weather and tides. Better boating starts here. Join today.